First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Detroit Lions. 2 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now the first running back taken back in April, the former Longhorn, Bijan Robinson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll run this one right with Robinson. Brought down around the 16 or 17. Showed some tough running, but couldn't free much space. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down. Now, this defense for the Lions, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide?
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's the 12th overall pick in April's draft, Jahmyr Gibbs. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit. He was locked in last week, NFC Offensive Player of the Week in Week 2.
Clear some space in the trophy room. He won it last week. He's thinking he's going to get a few more before this season is over, maybe even starting with this game.
Going back to Gibbs on 1st down. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The Lions at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. Hooker. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down as the defense couldn't come up with a big play. In fact, they got 6 more than they needed, a gain of 8 on 4th and 2.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Another run for Gibbs here. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Ritter now. Escaping the pressure right. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And it's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. On 4th down, Bradley Pinion on to punt for the Falcons. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And that'll hit and go out of bounds, so they'll start just outside their own 40-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Flushed out right. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. You talk about this Falcon defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
They absolutely have to avoid the penalties, have to walk that line between being aggressive and the ones that get you in trouble. The illegal contact, pass interference calls, they've got to make sure that they don't have those.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will extend their lead even further. So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here, and it adds to their first quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their 25-yard line. He'll get it to Robinson to begin the drive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game. It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
2nd and 5. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here as that will take us to the end of the first quarter play. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Ritter throwing on 3rd down. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 45-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. That stop made by Jack Campbell. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Looking to throw it here, Ritter. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, Robinson. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. Off the play fake, it's Ritter. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And down inside the 15 he goes. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And the Falcons are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Algier, touchdown, Falcons.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
A little old school I.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Here's Hooker. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. Here's Jack Fox now. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. Pulled in at the 24. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And it will be Falcon football. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Ritter off the play fake. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Ritter with it after the play fake. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Julian Okwara in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 76 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
This pass caught by Hamler. And he'll be out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. and that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Hooker from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Ritter to throw it. And complete to Drake London. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
London moved the chain, something he did 48 times as a rookie last season. First receiver taken in 2022 draft, finished with almost 900 yards in the league's 2nd worst passing offense.
Eluding the pressure right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
To the air again, it's Ritter. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Ritter will set up to throw it. And it'll be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. On 1st and 10, Hooker. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It'll be Lions football to start the 2nd half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Now Hooker. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive in the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for a... Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Picked by Tracy Walker. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Now a throw here to his running back. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, Montgomery, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
First down throw here. It's Hooker. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 17-14. Patterson back out there to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ritter and the Falcons now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. This time, Ritter choosing to throw it. Flush to his right. The ball bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Oh, and now some space to operate. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
In motion right, that's Hamler. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
This 2nd and 4. Robinson up the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Going play action, Ritter. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Handoff now to Robinson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Bootlegging out here, Ritter. What a catch by London. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Here we go. Yellow, 43.
They'll run with Robinson. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Here's Ritter. Checks this one down to Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. This will wind up a loss on the play. And this brings up a 3rd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll try to run with Robinson. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Falcons answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Hooker to throw on 1st and 10. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And 22 more yards there and another first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Hooker. That's to the tight end, Laporta. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Hooker going to try and throw for it. Escaping the pressure right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here's Hooker. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown! Jahmyr Gibbs. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Lions put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead. They do tack on the extra point as well. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This is 1st and 10. Ritter looks to throw it. That's caught by Pitts.
I like what they did there, still keeping their tight ends involved. They understand it's not quite Hail Mary time just yet.
Now Ritter. Right back to Pitts again. And out across midfield down to the 45. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Meanwhile, Ritter's throw into the hands of Pitts here. And he's taken down inside the 30. Here's 1st down. Ritter. Flushed out right. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this, because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
Here's 1st and 10. Throwing here is Hooker. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Well, they need a touchdown, and here they're saying, we're not going to get it 10 yards at a time. They felt they needed to take a shot there to at least get them across the 50, but that one falls incomplete.
Meanwhile, Hooker's throw complete there to St. Brown. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Hooker to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end.